Hi guys, awesome for you to join me this beautiful day. For those of you who are online marketers or you are interested in generating income online or scaling anything at all, I want to offer this to those of you. Say a quick hi for me, let me know you're here, or if you're working on something, if you have a website, feel free to promote your website here. I want to see what you guys are offering. So this strategy, this is an advertising strategy. Hi guys, an advertising strategy that I want to share with you that nobody discusses, and it involves going behind the scenes. So a lot of marketers don't talk about it because they really don't want to show you what's really going on behind the curtain. They actually just show you what's already been established, what's already been created after them doing all the work, because it takes work and it doesn't look so pretty. It's kind of awkward when you're trying to figure out how to get your ad approved on Facebook, and also learning how to optimize cash flow. Not a lot of marketers know how to do that, and often a lot of online marketers, even if their end result is getting a lot of leads coming into their business, often they don't always know the strategy that they followed because there's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of guessing along the way if they don't have a solid strategy foundation to understand how to advertise and optimize cash flow with. And that's what my partner Mike and I, we teach that. We teach people how to use the success strategy to optimize cash flow. But I want to share with you something, because I was back and forth. Now, Mike and I, we've spent over $1 million specifically on Facebook. We've advertised a lot on YouTube currently for other opportunities that we're sharing, and we're getting really great results on YouTube. But we've spent over $1 million on advertising on Facebook, and so I wanted to share with you a couple of things. Because Facebook, if you guys can get your ads approved on Facebook, you will have such great success because of the quality of lead and prospect. The quality of the person coming into your system is very high. The higher quality lead that you're going to get on Facebook, it's just unprecedented in terms of how well qualified they are when they become a lead as a Facebook lead. However, it's very challenging to get your Facebook ads approved, and there's a lot of censorship, as you guys probably know. If you've experienced censorship here, let me know. But there's a lot of censorship, and what happens is when you're advertising on Facebook, the AI robots are going to basically read the algorithm and see if your ad basically meets any of their policies in terms of violations. And a lot of times the AI bots don't really recognize what you're offering, so they'll read in a way that actually is negative for you. And so a lot of times what happens is your ad will actually get disapproved, even if you're offering something that's wonderful and you're marketing something that should be allowed on Facebook. And so this past week, I wanted to offer my messaging. I put my ad on Facebook. However, the AI robots approved my ad and then disapproved my ad, then approved my ad, then disapproved, and then again approved and disapproved my ad, which did not violate the policy on Facebook. However, the robots thought it did. So when I reached out to their human support team in Facebook business advertising, there was about a week, literally 5 days of back and forth emails with a person, finally to get my ad approved. And so my ad was approved. It was approved, and as the one day that it was approved, because now it's under review, and I'll share with you more about that. But in the process of getting my ad approved, my ad did exceptionally well. And I want to share with you the hack, a super hack, for advertising on Facebook that if you follow it, again, I don't hear any other marketer talking about this strategy, and it's the only thing you want to focus on, and it's the structure that you want to build your ad upon. Everything about your Facebook ad, you want to build that ad campaign, your ad video or your ad image, your ad text, your headline, your button text, and the call to action. You want to build that and frame that around this one strategy, and I'm going to share it with you in a second. But I just want to share that my ad started off slow, and I made a couple tweaks, which is why it kept getting approved, disapproved, because I kept making tweaks to improve the ad. And so it was frustrating because I wanted to see what it could do. So finally, when it got approved, I ended up getting about between $1 to $3 average cost per lead, which on Facebook, guys, to a high qualified audience for my niche, for what I'm offering, is insane results as far as the cost per lead. So I started off at a cost per lead at around $7.34, and then I was able to drop it down to $3, $4-ish, and then there were some leads that came in at about $1.34 a lead, and this is leading into a high offer. This is leading into a very high-end offer that my business partner and I are leading into. And so when you get a lead cost, when your average lead cost is between $1 to $4 and you're leading into a high-end offer, you want to do as much as possible to invest into that ad to increase the budget. And so my ad was running, it was getting great results. I increased the budget, and for some reason Facebook is now putting it under review, so I have to come back and forth with the ad police now on Facebook. But the good news is that I was able to bring my lead costs down really low, like through the strategies that we're applying. And the reason why I was able to do that, the reason why yes, I was on video, and my members get to leverage my videos and my ads and stuff. But I wanted to share with you, because anybody can apply this if you know how. And you don't have to necessarily do an ad on video. You can do an advertisement with an image, which does work if you are communicating effectively with your audience. And so what I want to share with you, this is the hack. And so for some of you, it may not make sense immediately. So I'm going to break it down for you. So if you follow this strategy and you build your ad upon it, not only will you get really great leads coming in, high quality leads on Facebook, but you'll be able to start massaging your ad and tweaking it and split testing it to then drop down your average cost per lead to be able to get insane results. And that's what you want to do. You want to be able to split test and tweak along the way to be able to bring your lead cost down. By the way, Barefoot Focus here. Say a quick hi for me, guys. Hi, Nina. Nina rocks. Guys, if you're into paleo food, if you're into healthy living, check out Nina Cucina. She's one of our clients, and she does amazing work. So, guys, I'll just share it with you. It's relevancy. Now, Facebook ads, okay? Facebook has something called Relevancy Score. And Relevancy Score is basically, so Facebook is going to measure your ad copy, the video or the image, your call to action, headline, description, your landing page link, the URL that people are going to, which should be a lead capture page, and the actual button itself and the button text. So everything is based on relevancy score. And over time, okay, when you have your Facebook ad, so the more you spend per day, obviously, the more chance you have for Facebook to start reading the data. And this is very different, guys, than YouTube ads. I'll explain YouTube, which is completely different in a whole other video. I just had to share this with you guys because it's, you know, in spending over $1 million on Facebook ads, over, you know, the marketing that I've been doing, and getting to a point where I can literally within a handful of days bring my lead value up, quality lead up, but the lead cost down is like, it's so rewarding as an entrepreneur, because it's so exciting to be able to do that, and not just to do that for my business, but to be able to show people how to do that. And that's not what a lot of people may reveal to you, you know, and I always like to show people what's actually happening. Gary Vee had this great quote where he said, you know, LeBron James, the basketball player, didn't get to be LeBron James by being the LeBron James you know of him today. He got there by doing a crazy amount of work to get to where he is now, and everybody looks at where he is now and then compares themselves to the success that he has now. They don't go back in time to see all of what he had to go through and all of the things that made him who he is today, right? So I always really bring that into perspective. You know, whenever you're looking at results or success and you're trying to model that, you always have to look at, well, what are the practices? Because it's a practice. What are the practices that allowed someone to get that kind of result, right? So it's a strategy. But again, a lot of people don't talk about it because it's not sexy, because it's uncomfortable to go through this process, because it's a lot of split testing. I'll explain split testing another time. But relevancy score is everything. And so what I did, or what I do, and what I did with this Facebook ad was, first of all, I do one test, and then I see how it does over a day or so based on the results coming in. And then I check for relevancy. And basically Facebook, like I said, over time, the more you have as your daily ad budget, you'll start to be seen, your ad will start to be shown to more people, which allows Facebook to read the relevancy score and to be able to place your ad in a category of relevancy based on the audience that you are going after, that you're trying to attract, but that you've placed in your target ad audience. So one of the things, there's multiple phases to this, right? Because there's your ad copy, marketing copy. There's your value asset, which is the video or ad image. There is the headline and the description. There's your URL where people click and land. There's the button text, which is the call to action, the thing that people click on to go and enter their email on that next page. And there's, you know, exactly your audience. Who are you trying to go after, as well as your ad budget. And also the placement. I was talking about this yesterday. The placement of where Facebook is showing your ad specifically. Like on a desktop newsfeed, are people on a mobile? Is it in the marketplace? You know, are you putting your ad in an app, on Instagram? There's all these different placements. So when you increase your ad daily budget, there's more of a chance for Facebook to start showing you to more, throughout more placement. But, you know, if you hit the right target audience based on what you're offering, leading people into, and your marketing copy is on point, and then where you're leading them, your landing page where they're entering your email, if all of that aligns, there's this relevancy score that starts to increase the more you have your ad running. And so Facebook obviously wants you to spend as much money as possible, right? They just want your money. So obviously they want you happy. They want you to keep coming back advertising on their platform, right? They want you to bring people to Facebook. But the key with advertising on social platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, is the engagement. And so my ad has gotten insane engagement. The percentage of engagement is like through the roof, the percentage of engagement that I'm getting on my ad. So based on who I'm attracting, the audience target, based on the marketing copy, and based on the video that I have as my ad promoting, and the message, obviously, and then where people are going, the call to action, it's insane, because the relevancy score and the engagement is so high. And so Facebook, when the algorithm starts to hit throughout, again, your ad budget throughout the day, Facebook starts to show your ad to more people who are high quality people. And Facebook knows who these people are because they know purchase habits. They know what people click on. They know their wealth. They know, how many credit cards you have. They know if you've traveled recently, or have 3 homes, or own a Lamborghini, or are in debt. They know the quality lead. They know. YouTube does too, in a different way, Google ads. But Facebook, Facebook is going to show your ad to higher quality people if you have a high relevancy score in their ad platform. So again, what I love to do is I start off with a moderate budget daily, and then I start to increase my ad budget when I either need to get more data coming in, or I see that my ad is doing great with engagement, and I want to scale, and I want to start increasing the lead count. Like what happened, where I saw that I was getting great quality leads for about $7, and I wanted to see that if I increased the ad budget, if I was able to get a lower lead cost, which I was. I didn't have to change anything except increase my ad daily budget. So I've been working on video ads for like 8.5 years, right? You guys have seen me on video, and if you go back 8 years to my videos, I'm not as clear and precise and on point and connected and engaged as I am now than when I was 8.5 years ago, because it's a practice. So what I love to help clients in, or anyone who's looking to attract leads and lead people, whatever it is that you're offering, promoting or selling, leading people into something that you value, that you want to share. And so I love free advertising. I get a lot of leaders and a lot of people coming to me without having to advertise. But that's not about that. You can't really scale that way. You have to do some advertising when you want to scale, because then you can predict. You can predict your lead count, and you can predict your average cost each month or each week that you're going to invest. And then you can offset, we call it the zero cost ad strategy. You can start offsetting your expenses. And then you can move into profit and scale. And there's so many options. Obviously, I mean, I could shoot 1,000 videos and test to 1,000 different audiences, and keep going. There's just so many options when it comes to advertising and attracting people. If you guys know Russell Brunson from ClickFunnels, he did a recent video kind of shifting away from promoting ClickFunnels and actually starting to promote himself, saying, he said the thing that people are going to pay for are professionals who can show you how to drive traffic to a business. And he said, the people that get paid the most are those who know how to attract and drive clients, customers, members into a business. So generating leads and converting those leads into sales, but having a system and a structure in place that allows you to do it without having to hustle, because I don't personally believe in the hustle. I believe more in ease and flow, and to be obviously in momentum, but not to be in efforting mode, not to make it hard for yourself, not to feel like it's work, but to be, I call it a practice, because that's what it is. So if you treat it like a practice, you know, like LeBron James or Michael Jordan practicing their skill, and then eventually one day they're just like the best because they've been doing it for so long, and they don't. Apparently the forest cut me out. So I'm gonna continue on my hike here, my barefoot hike, right? Let me show you my view here. So, just as always, my path is perfect. My path is leading me to exactly where I want to be. I invite you to start implementing the relevancy and building your ad campaigns around that, or working with professionals who can support you in building your ad campaigns and all of your assets around that. Marketing copy, funnel pages, button text, videos, imagery, building that around the relevancy based on what you're offering, the value, and the audience that you're going after. There we go. So I'm going to continue on my barefoot forest focused hike here, Barefoot Focus. And I'm curious to hear from you. Hi, Tiffany. Tiffany rocks. Tiffany is new to online business, and she's in it. It's about a practice. I better watch where I'm going. When I ran into I passed a blind man on this path last week. He was so beautiful. He was being guided by a yellow lab, and I told him I was barefoot and how it was so beautiful, and he laughed, saying, oh, he wished he could be barefoot, but he would bump into everything and stub his toes. And so it's just it is challenging, because there's a lot of things that could be stubborn toes here, but yeah, I'm very mindful and focused, and so yeah, focusing on the relevancy, connecting what you're offering to the right audience. Not everybody. You're not supposed to reach the whole world. You're supposed to reach a target audience of people. That's how you develop the relevancy. So you got to know that connection between your messaging, how you're delivering that, offering what you're offering, and then how that leads into what others want, and then building that framework so that you can increase the relevancy score and drop your lead cost, get higher quality leads, and serve a lot of people, right? Profit more, work less, more ease, more connection, focus, doing what you're here to do. So, all right, guys, I'm going to continue on my beautiful path. I just love sharing it with you guys, and wanted to share some insights with the ad strategy to give you guys some insight and help you manifest into your experience what you desire, what you want. It starts by staying focus, intentional focus, every step, focus. So, guys, great talk here today. Really